Let me ask you something. Are you charging what your jiu-jitsu is really worth? Or are you quietly underpricing your academy because you're afraid people will say it's too expensive? If you feel guilty about raising prices, or if you're just scared you're going to lose students if you charge what you should be charging, then this video is for you. My name is Justin Hall. I'm with Open Source Jiu-Jitsu, and we help jiu-jitsu school owners build profitable, sustainable academies through curriculum, systems, and business mindset. So you can actually live off your jiu-jitsu without watering down the art or selling your soul. Today, we're talking about underpricing, why so many school owners do it, why it's hurting you and your students, and how to start charging with a lot more confidence. Let's be real. There is a poverty mindset baked into a lot of martial arts culture. I've heard things like, I don't do this for the money. Real martial arts shouldn't be expensive. If I charge too much, I'm selling out. Meanwhile, your rent goes up, your mats aren't free, your time with your family is limited, and you're supposed to somehow be okay with barely breaking even. Here's the truth. You can love jiu-jitsu and still charge like a professional. These two things are not in conflict. When you underprice, it's usually because you're forgetting what you really give people. You're not just teaching them arm bars and sweeps. You're giving people physical strength and conditioning, self-confidence in their body and decisions, problem-solving skills under pressure, resilience when things get hard, a community that keeps them accountable. And for kids, they get structure and discipline and a positive identity. Those changes follow them off the mats into their work, their relationships, their school, their mental health, their whole life. Compare that to what people pay for therapy and personal training or youth sports programs and high-end gyms that don't have real coaching. Jiu-jitsu, when done right, often delivers more transformation than any of those. And yet school owners are scared to charge prices in the same ballpark. You're not selling access to a mat. You're selling a life-changing skill set priced from that place. Underpricing doesn't just hurt your bank account. It hurts your academy. And here's how. One, you can't reinvest if you barely cover costs. You can't upgrade mats, improve the facility, bring in guest instructors, or pay staff well. Everyone loses. You burn out. You work more hours to make up for low prices. You teach every class, take every intro, answer every message, and there's nothing left for you or your own training, your family, or your health. Students don't value it as much. People value what they invest in. When something feels cheap, they treat it like it's disposable. When they pay a fair, solid price, they're much more likely to show up consistently, take it seriously, and stay longer. Charging appropriately is not just about you making more. It actually helps students value their journey more. If you struggle to say your prices out loud, it's usually because you're not clear on what's behind that number. Confidence in pricing comes from knowing your cost, knowing your capability, knowing your capacity, knowing your value. You don't have to explain every line of your overhead, but you should understand it. That way, when you say your price, you're not hoping they don't flinch. You're thinking, this is what it takes for me to provide service at this level and to keep this academy healthy for years to come. That's a completely different energy. So let's talk practical. How do you actually decide what to charge? Most academy owners only look at other jiu-jitsu schools in their area. The problem is your students aren't just comparing you to other jiu-jitsu gyms. They're comparing you to everything else they could do with that money. So, like for adults, we compare the high-end fitness options, right? So instead of saying school X down the street is $100, so I'll be 105 or worse, 99. Look at things like high-end commercial gyms, boutique fitness studios, Pilates and yoga studios, Orange Theory, F45, CrossFit style memberships. Ask yourself, what does it cost in my city for a premium coach fitness experience? In many places, that might be 120 to 200 plus per month for boutique fitness, 150 to 250 per month for structured group training with coaches. You are not just a gym, you're offering coach technical skill-based training that also includes community, confidence, and self-defense. If people are willing to pay those rates for a treadmill and some machines or group classes where everyone does the same workout, then it absolutely makes sense for your Jiu-Jitsu Academy to be in that same range and often above it. And for kids, we compare to youth sports, right? So for kids programs, stop comparing yourself only to other jiu-jitsu schools. Look at club soccer, tennis lessons, football, basketball, baseball programs, gymnastics, and cheer. Parents already pay serious money for uniforms, tournament fees, travel, monthly coaching. Your kids' jiu-jitsu program offers discipline and structure, respect and focus, physical literacy, anti-bullying, and self-defense, a long-term belt-based progression. So when you're pricing kids' memberships, ask, what are other structured youth activities charging per month or per season? You'll usually find you're undercharging compared to what parents are already comfortably paying for less transformative activities. Use that as your anchor. If travel soccer is $150 to $250 a month, or if gymnastics or cheer is $120 to $200 a month, then your kid's jiu-jitsu program absolutely fits in that same tier. You're selling character development, confidence, and real-world skills, not just something to do after school. Let me give you a real example from my own experience. At one point, our kids' program was priced at about $119 a month. We decided to raise it to over $200 per month. And what happened? Surprised all my staff. We didn't see a drop in enrollment. We actually saw an increase. Not only did more people sign up, but the quality of our customer improved. Parents were more committed, kids showed up more consistently, people took the training more seriously. We did the same thing with adults. We raised our adult memberships from $149 a month to, again, well over $200 a month. And again, we do not live in an affluent city, but when we charged in alignment with the value we were providing, we attracted students who understood that value and were willing to invest in it. Raising prices responsibly with intention did not hurt the academy. It made it healthier. Most school owners only compare their price with other BJJ academies, but your students and parents are thinking, is this worth it compared to my gym membership? Is this worth it compared to Pilates, Orange Theory? Is this worth it compared to my kids' soccer or tennis? They are comparing you to activities and experiences, not just other martial arts schools. When you see that clearly, it becomes obvious your pricing doesn't have to be the cheapest option. It has to be in line with other serious coach activities and aligned with the real transformation you deliver. You're not competing to be the lowest cost dojo. You're positioning your academy as a high value, high impact experience in the same decision bucket as premium fitness and youth sports. And jiu-jitsu, done right, belongs near the top of that list. A lot of martial artists have this internal conflict. If I become wealthy from jiu-jitsu, does that mean I sold out? No. If you're providing real instruction, running a safe, ethical academy, helping students grow on and off the mats, then earning a great living is not taking from your students. It's the result of delivering massive value to a lot of people over a long period of time. You're allowed to pay your bills, take vacations, build savings, take care of your family, and still be a good instructor, a good human, and a good representative of the art. If you've been undercharging because you're scared of what people will think, I want you to remember this. You are providing something incredibly valuable. You are changing lives through jiu-jitsu. Your pricing should reflect that. A healthy academy with proper pricing isn't just better for you, it's better for your students, your staff, and your community. If you want help thinking through pricing, positioning, and how to build systems that support a profitable academy, that's exactly why we built Open Source Jiu-Jitsu. Hit subscribe, drop a comment about where you feel stuck with pricing, and check the links in the description for resources to help you run your academy like the business it is without losing the soul of the art. Thank you for your time.